On the issue of Lagos, what people are going through in Lagos, I just dey laugh. I saw one MC Olomo or whatever they call him showing power. I just dey laugh. We have tested this thing before. This garagara wey una dey do, when it starts, una go beg for peace. It's only federal government that can challenge us in Nigeria when it comes to Eba. No other tribe. So this thing we are doing in Lagos, humiliating the Igbo, pursuing them, wounding them, fighting them, because we have never reacted. When you push us to the wall, now you go beg for peace. This Olowo and the MC Olowo and his clique or friends who are doing all this. Now from corner where they hide, you will be preaching for peace. Now you go run away. I know who Igbos are. When we bounce back, now you go run away. Now you go cry. That your Lagos, your leg will not talk down. I know how we are pacifying our people. Cool down. We are not cowards. We are warriors. These are the two things I said I should say this afternoon. Nigeria, you are pushing Igbo to the war. We don't want to fight any war again. But if you continue to push us to the war, no problem. Thank you. You want to humiliate us. You want us to fight by all means. Please, I'm just making this video for this purpose. Buhari, please, I beg God, beg you, make sure you release Nnamdi Kanu before you leave office. Make sure you release Nnamdi Kanu before you leave office. You have no reason whatsoever to leave him behind.
Now, I want you to know, make sure you release Nnamdi Kanu because Buhari want to pass Nnamdi Kanu over to Tinubu so that they will be using him as a leverage between this animosity between Igbo and Yoruba. That is the plan, and we cannot allow that. We cannot allow that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to be a leverage. Use your platform. Call on these lovers of freedom. Let them make sure that they get ready. It's either they go out there, demand for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu release, for peace to reign in Nigeria, or they get ready to fight a war. It is not a threat. That is what the algorithm foretells. That is what it foretells, you know. I want you to know what this man is saying here. It is a very, very valid point that he's making. For the first time, you will hear me validate the comments of this man. For the first time. You know why? Because this time around, he said it and he mean it. He is not saying it because of, you know, something he is chasing something or something is chasing after him. But he said it because he mean it. Why does he mean it? Because he knows if this problem starts in Biafra land, we are not going to tolerate saboteurs. We will not tolerate saboteurs. Saboteurs are the first people to be cut down, to be taken away, to be ostracized. Saboteurs. That is one thing. So that because you cannot nyaluli na banakwoka. You know, he cannot nyaluli na banakwoka. He could see, he could feel that vibe of what is going to happen. That is the reason why he is seeking for his own restitution. Or may I say retribution as well. That is the reason why. Whatever he says here, he mean it. And he went ahead and sent a message. I want you to actually hear that message that he sent. Let me play the second tape because this video was actually cut piece by piece, I believe, to fit in other social medias. So listen to this.
Buhari is the person that was releasing them.
One moment. This is the second part of this video. Once we're done with it, we contextualize it with what Iwanyan said. Now listen to it.
And before he leaves office, I don't know what is really happening. You want to elongate Nnamdi Kanu's stay in detention by begging Tinubu, who had not been sworn in. That is why at times I look at people I love. Many of our problems are caused by our people. Instead of asking Buhari, make sure you release Nnamdi Kanu before you go, we are shifting it to Tinubu. I want to let some people know. The worst set of people that we want Nnamdi Kanu to be released, the last set of people that we want Nnamdi Kanu to be released are the Igbo politicians. Moreover, the so-called governors. Not all of them, but those you think are your friends that love you are their so-called governors.
Now, the worst people who want Nnamdi Kanu to come out are the Igbo politicians. Now you will now contextualize what he said with the latest media statement made by Devil Omahi. Contextualize it with that media statement. Now tell yourself exactly the truth of what is going on. You will come to a conclusion that these people, they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. Igbo politicians were the ones who wrote to make sure that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Let me bring more people into this program. Igbo politicians wrote to make sure that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu does not. Oh, unfortunately, I can't. I am not using. Oh no, I'm not using the right admin. So to make sure that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu does not come out, because they know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, when he comes out, nobody listens to them, but they listen to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They know they cannot achieve their selfish gain if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is out. That's why they wrote that letter. Many of you must have forgotten about the letter. Now, is it not time for you obedient, including Peter Obi, to demand for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? He will not do it because he still have hope. Maybe there are people who are prophesying to him, have hope, you will make it, do it. By the time it will manifest, you have wasted your time and energy waiting for court. By the time you realize it, your time is wasted. The man is not in the power. Everything is gone. And you will be regretting, had I known. Judge Money said it. It is time for you to react. Because there is some message that Uwazurike said here. There are some message Uwazurike sent here. Not everybody is able to actually understand that message. But I will explain it to you when it gets to that, point. Because Buhari cannot use Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and pass him to another generation of leadership. Another leader. While the issue is between Buhari and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He didn't sentence him. He didn't release him because he didn't obey court order. The epitome of a failed state, where the judiciary, they select what decision of judiciary that will be implemented. Failed state. Nigeria is a failed state. And the West, who does not actually care, because it benefits them more when you are in trouble. So, that's why Uwazurike is telling you now. Some of you are there, but you cannot do anything. Some of you are there. Instead of using your energy to call for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, if it is to go and occupy every government house in each state, make sure that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is released. Make sure you descend the street, occupy the roads, no movement. Let Mazen Nnamdi Kanu be released. It is your right. Because if he is not released peacefully, maybe you want him to be released violently. And I don't think anyone is actually want it. Because everyone is peaceful. Because if you want to bring it to that, his release violently, it is what Buhari is trying to hand over to Tinubu. It is what Buhari is trying to pass on to Yoruba nation. And for you to avert that, you need to demand for the release of Uwazurike. And wherever you are as a Biafran, if they stir up their wrath or stir up their sword to kill you, kill them back. It is self-defense. If they kill you, kill them back. Because nobody holds the monopoly of violence. They say you are one Nigeria. Kill them back. Self-defense. It is not actually, pushing you to do something that is not proper. We live in a developed country. We know how things work. And that is how it is going to be. Listen to Uwazurike. You will hear the message. I will pause it when I get the message is delivered. Listen.
Worst enemies. They are worst enemies. How can somebody ask an incoming government who has not even taken position to release somebody arrested and detained by another government? Why can't that government release him? What reason does Buhari have to detain Nnamdi Kanu when a court of competent judicial asks for the release? Then an Igbo man is coming out to say, please, Tinubu, we congratulate you. There is Nnamdi Kanu when you are sworn in. What has Tinubu got to do with Nnamdi Kanu? Then when he comes into office, another machinery will be set in place to release Nnamdi Kanu. When Buhari should ask the Attorney General to bring out Nnamdi Kanu according to the dictates of the Court of Appeal. If Buhari could respect the decision of the Supreme Court in the Naira, whatever, redesign or swap, why can't you obey the dictates of the Court of Appeal to release Nnamdi Kanu? Because he followed the rule of law. In the case of Nnamdi Kanu, he forgets to follow the rule of law. It's injustice. It's injustice. And that's what I'm thinking about. And that's what I have been talking about. But Some of the people who say they are clamoring for Biafra don't even understand anything. I don't know. When you, Buhari is the person that must release Nnamdi Kanu before he leaves office. I don't know what is really happening.
Okay, now, have you now seen what Uwazurike is saying here? He says that some of you, or most of you, that are claiming you are fighting for Biafra, that is looking at you, you don't know what to do. Because he is telling you it is time to use this opportunity to descend the street. It is time to use this opportunity to demand for your right. It is time for you to use this opportunity to do something that will compel these people to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and they organize a referendum. You can protest for referendum. There has been a protest in France. There is a protest in Germany now. I believe there is a protest in Germany. Was it in Germany? Yes. There was a protest today or yesterday in Germany. There was a protest in UK. There was a protest in South Africa. There was a protest in Uganda. In Kenya. There was a protest in many places. And it is a massive, massive, massive protest. Make sure that you protest. Make sure that you block the revenue of this place. Make sure that there is no movement. Close the country down in protest. And see if something will not happen. And see if something will not change. Except if you want this to go down through a violent means. I am giving you a very important message and advice. Protest for the release of Ohamadike and give us a date for referendum. We have come to a conclusion that Nigeria does not like themselves. That Nigeria does not like themselves. We have come to that terms and we need to make peace with it. We need to actually rethink. We need to come to a resolution that will make this Nigeria who does not like themselves to actually rethink, their one Nigeria. It is time to think about it and come to a table and say, it is time for a referendum. We have been promoting this thing, it never worked. But because they have the mind of a conquered people, they will never ever try to, look for a possible peaceful means. But they want to die. They want to be killed. They want to be killed. That is the only language that they want to go through. But if you want to avert this language, it is time for you to demand for the release of Ohamadike through a protest, peaceful protest. But this peaceful protest must be massive. That is the only way you can do it. It is the only way you can do it. Because these people with two-faced people. There is a video where Tony Blinken was being drilled because the news had it, or intelligence has it that he is funding the war in Ukraine, both sides. They are funding the war in Ukraine, both sides. But it will be a topic for another day. There was something Nelson Mandela said about Nigeria. That is something that I am trying to, looking for to see if it is here, then I will remind you. I believe I have it. Let me open it and show you before we call it a day. Let me show you. The one of Tony Blinken, we will do it some other time. Now, listen to what Nelson Mandela has to say. Had to say, rather. Before, let me bring it.
And if there is a country.
Now.
And if there is a country.
Wait, hold on.
That is committed unspeakable.
Hold on. This is who? This is Nelson Mandela, right? Now, let us hear from him.
And if there is a country that has committed unspeakable atrocities in the world, it is the United States of America. They don't care. They don't care for human beings. 57 years ago, when Japan was retreating on all fronts, they decided to drop the atom bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Killed a lot of innocent people who are still suffering from the effects of those bombs. Those bombs were not aimed against the Japanese. They were aimed against the Soviet Union to say, look, this is the power that we have. If you dare oppose what we do, this is what is going to happen to you. Because they are so arrogant, they decided to kill innocent people in Japan who are still suffering from that. Who are they now to pretend that they are the policemen of the world?
Yeah. They are. This is what Nelson Mandela said about these people. Who are they now to start policing the world? Why do you think that people like that is going to come for your aid or going to tell you the truth? That now brings us to the claim that Tony Blinken is funding the war both sides. That is funding the war both sides. Now, this type of people, hypocrites, chameleons, they will not do anything for you. Those of you who are waiting for IPOB to continue speaking, America will hear us and they will come and turn around things, or Britain will hear us and they will turn around things. I want you to, get over it, because they will not. It is you that will actually do something for yourself. If you do something for yourself, because these people, they are using you to fight for survival, and you are dying as a result of them achieving their survival. So it is up to you to fight for your own survival by descending to the street of Nigeria. Bring economic sanction through a civil disobedient, through a protest. If you are able to achieve it, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be released. Referendum will be conducted. No one will get hurt. But some of you who are so, backward, who does not know anything, who is being ruled by ignorance, they will tell me, come back and lead the protest. But when somebody will be shouting, kill them, they will be praising that person. And that kill them becomes a problem now in Biafra land. Since you stop hearing kill them, how many people has been killed? Nobody. Since Agent Provocateur has stopped screaming, violent. How many of our people died? Nobody, except the one Hope Uzodinma just eliminated, Labour Party candidate. So all these things you are seeing, you have now seen that IPOB is whiter than white and whiter than gold, whiter than snow. Because immediately when we sent the agent provocateur to investigation, to be under investigation, the killings and all these stupid killings stopped in Biafra land. Because we tell you things the way it is. We tell you things the way it is. So they have to now start it somewhere else against Biafrans. But this time around, systematically destroy their livelihood. If they retaliate, then you kill many of them. But they don't know that we will not retaliate the way they expect. We will retaliate at our own terms. But for now, to avert this thing that is going to come, let us go into civil disobedience. Protest. Serious protest. Whether you use that momentum, that energy of obedient movement that you have supported, because you have supported it and you have now seen that Obi is anyway not the savior. Obi is not the savior. The savior you have abandoned. Bring the savior out to save you. Save the savior to save yourself. That's the way it is. Do it for your own benefit. Iwanyanwu and all his political, talks and praising of those who killed 5 million women of his siblings, because he's old enough to know about the war or to witness the war, even though he might be very small during that time. So for him to be telling you those rubbish, we will deal with them. You will never see anybody being dealt with, because it never affected them. They don't have physical business. What they have is your money that they're sitting upon, oil well, which if instead of going to war, we close all the oil well in Biafra land, all the oil exploration, we shut it down for the government to come to our terms, for the government to do what we want, because power belongs to the people, not to the certain individuals, because they can. And we can as well. They are fighting and chasing you out of Lagos. Make use of the resources in your land. Close it for them not to benefit anything from there again. Vice versa. Tooth for tat. Without bloodshed. I am taking you I am actually navigating you through the routes that you will do without going into a full-blown war. We will save lives. But those of you who are so political about it, when this thing break out, you are a saboteur and must be treated like a saboteur. I will take my bow here. There is someone whom I promised to call. Let me try to call him. If he answers, good. Meanwhile, it will be for a very short call, because I don't like to promise and fail. I have overstayed actually my budgeted time. I have overstayed my budgeted time because the topic was extended. So I am going to call him to bring his opinion, because I know he wants to bring his opinion. So
yeah, Judge Morning.
yes, Mazi. Thank you, man.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
will you come in? Please use like 3 minutes to educate our people. I know you have something to say.
Yeah, okay, I will.
All right, go for it.
Should I go ahead?
Yes, go for it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. The clip that you played, that is just deceived. They always come every time with deceive. Just that our people don't know how to play this politics. That is the problem. Our people are using emotional something to play this politics, and which is not helping our people. Which there is no hope in those things that they are fighting. You will fight for something that you have hope on it. There is no hope on it. I was watching Iwanyamu how many days ago. He's trying to make I don't know what to like call that one, to exonerate Obasanjo that killed our people, destroyed our people. Obasanjo that banned Oboroko, banned everything from our people. He's calling Obasanjo that Obasanjo is somebody that is so liberal, that he helped many people. I don't know. The 3R, I keep on talking about this 3R. People don't know why I keep on talking about this 3R. This 3R they implement no victor, no vanquish. They have never even done even one. They have never done even one. Instance from that 20 pounds that we collected, they are still destroying that 20 pounds up to today. So it's something of irony for him to come and exonerate Obasanjo, that is what Obasanjo did, that when they surrender the flag to Obasanjo, that Obasanjo will be the first person. Obasanjo is the Western stooge that they put there. There is no Igbo man that is the Western stooge. The Igbo politicians are stooge to the Fulani. They don't allow them to go to the Western, and which is very bad. Boris Johnson, come look at how the red cap are disgracing themselves. Boris Johnson that is angry, that cannot even see road in the sun, that our people are disgracing themselves to just sit with Boris Johnson. And any expired prime minister that would take him to come to our place, to come and talk to our people, which is very bad. Our people should wake up. Iwanyan are telling you people that he has called meeting, that our people should not mind anything. They should keep on doing their business in Lagos. Iwanyan, since I was born, know who Iwanyan is. We know Iwanyan we have called for urgent meeting. Till now, Iwanyan urgent meeting for almost how many years till today? We have never seen anything that came out from Iwanyan urgent meeting. Our people should do the needful and come back home. Because it happened to the Israelites. They left and go back home. And since they get the state of Israel, they say never again you will kill any Israelis in any part of this world and go free. We don't get your own house, excavating in anywhere, you have no strength, you have no power. Remember, there is no strength in diversity. Thank you, George Money. I use my 3 minutes. God bless you. Yeah, thank you, George Money. Are you there?
Yes, Mazi. Yes. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much. Great and wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom. Okay, what? It is now time that we call it a day. Until we meet again, do not forget that you make your choice. Whichever choice you make today, it is the choice that you are going to live with. If you make the wrong one, you live with it. If you make the right one, you live with it. But at the end of the day, I have told you to avoid this, calamity that is about to befall you and Nigeria. Make sure we start it through the civil disobedient process. Let our people descend the street. It is better than full-blown war in Nigeria, because the world is not willing to act until something happens. That's when they will react. But for now, I am going to leave you here until we meet again. Stay safe, stay informed. Bye for now.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish, beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if the prize is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hell to be from consecrated nation, oh fatherland, peace be our solemn place. Defending thee shall be our dedication, spilling our blood will count our privilege. The waving standard which emboldened thee free shall always be our flag of liberty.
I thought of Biafra freedom taking longer, and cause of that you tend to feel so low. I know our freedom is your greatest hunger. I thought of Biafra keeps your heart aglow.